So with this ongoing crisis out there in the world right now, when we get back to cruising, there are two cruise ships that you're most likely to take, Navigator and Mariner of the Seas. And in this video, we're going to break down which ship is the best for you to cruise on. Coming up right after this. Welcome back to another cruising video. I am Tyler, and if you like cruise vlogs, cruise ship tours, cruise reviews, and cruise news, please consider subscribing with the notifications bell turned on so you do not miss out on another video every time I upload it. And this week's video is a very special one. This video is a discussion on which ship to choose when you are looking for a 3 or 4 night cruise to the Bahamas on two amazing Royal Caribbean Voyager class ships. Now, before we dive into my first recommendation about how to compare both of those ships, we do gotta say I did have the chance to sail on both of them in less than 4 months. So total of, again, 2 ships in less than 4 months, so they're fresh in my mind, so I can tell you about these ships. Now, for the major part of the cruising experience is your itinerary. And for these cruise ships, as of right now, as of May 2020, Mariner and Navigator of the Seas are currently doing 4 and 3 night Bahama cruises to Perfect Day at Coco Cay and Nassau, Bahamas. So they're almost doing identical itineraries, so you really can't miss out on itineraries. Now the next category is embarkation port, a big factor into many of you. If you are looking for Mariner's embarkation port, it is Port Canaveral, one of my favorite cruise ports to sail out of. It does really give you that small town cruising port. The terminal is beyond fantastic, one of the best terminals out there, and also Navigator's terminal, one of the best. Port Canaveral and Terminal A in Miami are some of the fastest terminals out there in the cruising industry, and they cannot be missed. So there really is no win or lose when it comes to terminals. Now our next category is complimentary food on the ship. Both of Navigator and Mariner feature the Windjammer Buffet and the main dining room on deck number 3, 4, and 5, and also for complimentary features which are unique to these ships at the pool deck. They both have a Johnny Rockets. Difference between Navigator and Navigator's is a new grab-and-go style Johnny Rockets compared to Mariner's old-fashioned style, which is a sit-down style. And for complimentary poolside eateries on Navigator, you do have El Loco Fresh, and on Mariner it is the Boardwalk Doghouse. So our last but very important category is the entertainment on board. So we're gonna go to the ice skating show. Now on Mariner, it is the Big Top ice skating show. It is a circus themed show. And then on Navigator, it is Ice Skate. Now this show was a modified version from Symphony and all the other New Oasis class ships, but this does feature some of the newer elements from the ice skating show, like drones from Symphony, but on a Voyager class ship. And lastly, the most important part of my cruising experience, the sports deck. The difference between Mariner and Navigators is Mariner does have Skypad, and Navigator, instead of having Skypad, does feature a aqua coaster and a mat slide, the first ever mat slide at sea. And for both of those ships, they do feature a flow rider, the rock wall, and mini golf at the front of the ship on deck number 13. Now before we get into our final thoughts, there are some editing notes. I did not cover half of these lovely features these ships have, so if you guys do want to go see all of them, please refer to the Royal Caribbean website or some of my amazing YouTube cruise vlogs from both of those ships. Now in our closing thoughts, we're going to talk about prices. Now I have looked at Royal Caribbean prices for both of those ships, and over my trends of over these past few years, Navigator of the Seas is usually $100 cheaper than Mariner, so making Navigator of the Seas the cheapest out of Mariner and Navigator to sail on. And lastly, if you had up to me to pick which ship to sail on, I would pick Navigator over Mariner, but Mariner is my second favorite ship, so it is a hard decision. But I would say I'll Navigator over Mariner just due to her being a little bit different than all these other Royal Caribbean ships. She has some of the features that you'll never find on any other Royal Caribbean ships, such as the blasters and a Riptide and the first ever new resort style pool deck. So guys, finally, did you enjoy this video? If you guys did, please let me know down in the comments below if you would pick Mariner or Navigator, or if you want to try Mariner or Navigator. If you guys want any other questions answered about Mariner or Navigator, please feel free to let me know down in the comments below. And guys, that's going to wrap us for this cruising discussion video. But until we're back here together next time, I am Tyler, and you are watching The Tyler Show.